What's up, nerds? Welcome to SpeedGaming Prime for Big Game 5 here in the Link to the Past Randomizer League, Invitational League playoffs. This match between the Tile Roomies of Artie Walsh 5 and Kappa, and the last Locationeers, Zen Arcane and Scottish Brave 44. My name is Tyler Salt. I'm joined in the booth here by Wolflink. Wolflink, how are you this morning? Or afternoon or whatever.
I'm doing fairly well here. And yeah, we're going to have a pretty big match here tonight, folks. So, Tile Roomies, the last locations here, as you can see in our screen, they are currently 2-2 in the best of 5 here. So this game will matter quite a bit. And these two teams fought once before. They are actually in the same conference during our group stages. The same division, even. So they will be fighting each other here to try to move on. Unfortunately, their opponents have been decided, and next up is actually the team that won their division, Perfect Unadulterated Gaming Squad.
All right, well, whoever wins this game will have their work cut out for them as we get going with this co-op Retrance Seed. We have Entrance Randomizer. We have our teammates are all on a voice call. It's 7-7, Fast Ganon, Starting Sword, and Key Sanity, and Retro, meaning that we have universal small keys. So small keys can be found anywhere. Ooh, so we find an ice rod right away. Nice to not have to worry about that. So we got retro small keys, and we have to find and buy our arrows to use the bow, and we've got some other some take any caves and free sword in caves, some heart containers and potions in a cave, and all of those arrows. We have to buy the arrows in the shop, and then they are going to cost money when we fire them.
Yeah, so hopefully we get things going. Here are some good items here. We already see an ice rod here from Scottish Raven. Artie Welch has that too. Both runners will have telling their teammates that, as of course this is a co-op, so they're going to be sharing information. And we have one runner going into there with the sword that they have found, and a lamp.
Always nice to find that lamp early in Escape here. And we have a lot to keep track of here, thanks to our trackers for this race. Iceman F1 and Captain 1977 keeping us honest, keeping track of everything. We've got a CAC well here. Looks like, I believe that was at the Useless Fairy drop down. We've got all sorts of stuff going on here.
That's right, and Retrance is a mode that we do not have to fight Aghanim 2 on. We just have to collect all the crystals and then find the drop down we need to find.
Well, hopefully.
Which hopefully...
Finding the well makes it significantly less likely that we're going to have to do the full climb and fight Aghanim 2, so...
Yeah, we'll have just to keep an eye out for where it is.
Pretty common cross keys opening here with both Zen and Kappa doing the fake flipper over to the magic shop, and then a fake flipper over to check the Useless Fairy drop down, and then a quick Houlihan to make sure they have money to buy bombs if they need to, check Bottle Vendor once they make their way over to a CAC, sort of thing. We see Zen headed up to Hyrule Castle. Looks like, Sank is at the Magic Bat drop down here too.
Alright. Looks like we have a 5 Ruby and Lake Highlight Island. Both Zen and Plasma Kappa on opposite teams here doing the Houlihan strat, so they have a little bit of extra money. Cape scouted by Last Locationers as well. And that cape is free to grab too. It's over in the Hylian the Hyrule Castle drop down. Could be a sign of things to come. Although Aghanim is not really going to be that big of a deal.
Hopefully, again, finding the well available. The last couple of cross pieces I've played have had the well behind Aga 1. So you see Swamp Palace at Hyrule Castle Main here.
Yeah. Can't go to the dungeon until we find the dam. But another big thing to note is that in addition to, because this is co-op Retrants, in addition to having all the normal requirements we need to find for Aghanim, like the sword, we don't necessarily need a cape, but we do need a lamp. We also need to have 2 small keys, which we only currently have 1 available to us at this point, which we can buy more. And we also need to, well, find where Aghanim's tower is, even. So, that might not be even a viable location for them to find, because it could just be, I don't know, all the way over in Tower Hera?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it could be behind 7 crystals for all we know. Ooh, Zen finds a good key shop at Lightworld Hype Cave. Not gonna buy his arrows or keys just yet, but we do have that.
Alright, so we're still seeing some more locations here. I believe we just saw the Scottish Rave check the location here of the Lumberjack Tree, and there's a connector.
Our first connector, we have the Village Elder connector going to Desert Left.
I don't think that's our first connector, considering they found Hyrule Castle, which is also a connector.
That counts, yeah. And we have a key there. That's good.
Yeah, one of the nice things about Retrants is that all of the small keys that we normally have to worry about in Key Sandy sort of seeds, they're all now just generic, so any small key will open any small key door. So, finding a good surplus of them might lead them to go to certain dungeons in a certain order. Now we're seeing Dark Cross from Tyrumi's Plasma Kappa.
Yeah, with that lamp and we have retro small keys, that makes a good bit of sense here. We have Ganon at the Sank drop down, so that's pretty
Ganon's in the grave.
Yep. Hopefully we will keep him there.
Now, we did also see another scout from Zen Arcane here. He found the Quake Vidine on the race game. But because of how the entrances work, we can't get that just yet.
Yeah, we're going to need the mirror or to find a connector to Race Game West there in order to get that.
I believe that is our second ticket cave we just found.
Second or third, yeah.
There's still not the free sword as well out there somewhere. We all did start with a sword too, apparently. I must have missed that.
Yeah, that's a feature of reference that we get to start with the sword. Ooh, a vanilla bottle from the bottle vendor. Good value.
Yeah, no. Pretty good find there, all things considering. And there's Desert, another connector we found. 3 possible exits here.
As well as 3 items available.
And no entering Desert just yet, although not really a point to do so.
That's one of the tough things about following connectors early is that sometimes you get spat out at a place that you can't get back into, like just what just happened to Zen. They're coming out of Hyrule Castle, or leaving via Hyrule Castle West and being popped out at GT and taking a death to the Lionels up there, which is extremely easy to do. So we won't be using that exit anymore.
Yeah. Now, if he finds the Moon Pearl, that'll be an ideal entrance to go through. But at this point, he's going to just make a note to his partner to say, hey, don't use that one for the time being. But that's kind of the fun thing about Crossworld as well, is with the whole entering Darkworld through a connector, you can have some really crazy Moon Pearl shenanigans in terms of, like, doing bunny walks.
As we see our first bunny walk here by Kappa getting popped out via a connector to the Pod Monkey House. Bunny walking is in logic. Ooh, a flute in Paradox Cave. That's always nice to find early in Cross Keys. A bow there as well.
Huge finds here for Walsh.
Yes. You see Zenarkane is up the mountain here, rescuing the old man.
I'm sorry, there's something really weird about Kefka rescuing old man. That is so out of character.
Doing his one good deed. Oh, and there are the boots on the old man. Nice find this early.
Very nice find.
And desert right there at the old man's entrance. Zen doing communicating some tracking there as we see him taking a second. Did not visit Ascent Cave.
And now with the flute, I don't think Roomies will be waiting to get their boats too much longer, because they can just flute up the mountain and find the old man that way.
Yeah. Kappa is our first runner to buy the arrows. That makes sense since Roomies know where the bow is. Brave going to be making her way through Dark Cross out to Back of Escape as well.
Laser bridge found by Walsh, meanwhile. Oh, gets sniped though, unfortunately.
Yeah, Laser Bridge, always, you know, a bit of a double-edged sword to find Laser Bridge this early. Nice, it's 4 items, but if you mess up the laser skip, you get to die and go through the animation and start again.
And now last location is now know what's in Dark Cross. Meanwhile, Zen is still looking in the mountains in here for any sort of items found. They're also at Laser Bridge. So Roomies will be finding those boots eventually. They're just looking through the entrance.
Cape, which makes this a little bit easier.
Yeah, I don't think anyone from Roomies has been over to the west. There's the map for Swamp Palace. Now, of course, we're playing Key Sandy, so those maps are going to be important for getting information as to what our actual goal is. And another sword here on the end of Laser Bridge. That's a great find.
Our tracker pointing out something. It's hard to track all of the entrances and exits here. That flute does not get them access to the old man. They need the old man exits from Tower of Hera, which they do not have access to with the flute.
So they're gonna have to find the main entrance to the old man cave, which seems to be somewhere that is available to our runners.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I could not tell you where it was.
Oh no, with entrance, I'm pretty much going to concede that I'm not going to be able to remember where half of the entrance is. That's a bit of a weird walk for the old man, though.
Always is.
Alright, flute online now for Plasma Kappa.
Brave knows that she can just use iframes for this top one, this being the only chest that she actually needs, the Master Sword. Ooh, we find the magic shop on Zen's side at the Lonk Rocks. It's pretty good.
That's actually a really great location.
Yeah. The last Cross Keys seed I played had it, had the magic shop behind GT, or at GT, which is the worst possible place for that.
I will not deny that. That sounds pretty bad. Got a storyteller cave meanwhile for Walsh. Gonna keep on exploring.
Ooh, and Kappa finds the old man. So the old man there at the Eastern Ferry entrance there by the trees chooses not to go up the mountain just yet. Is gonna presumably take that connector after scouting the rest of these Eastern Palace area entrances, which Kappa is right there with Zen having the same idea.
Yeah, this is ultimately a smart idea for them because with the flute, they can... Well, actually, even if they opted to check the entrance first, they could just loop back this way and then check it from east to west.
Yeah, but you know, I think in general it's good to, like, if you find a connector early on in your area, right, that you're headed into, it's pretty good to go ahead and check it last if it's convenient to do so, right? You finish the area that you're doing, and then you continue on. Oh, but Kappa making use of that flute gonna do sort of what you said, but with this other connector.
All right, let's see where this takes us. Meanwhile, Rolch is checking the central chest of Turtle Rock. Key logic is kind of wonky here in this place, but it looks like there was just a normal generic key.
Well, it's retro, so key logic certainly is something, but it's not everything here.
True. And that actually came out of King's Tomb, so...
One of those great themes. Telethar asking to catch us up. Not much so far. We found the bow and the flute in Paradox Cave on the Tile Roomies side, and the old man has the boots and comes out of the Tower of Hera exit. So we'll need to follow the old man connector, which Kappa is about to do.
Yeah, so both runners are going to get their boots here. Really nice seat, all things considering, for giving them the boots this early.
Yep, and easily accessible, and something that you're guaranteed to check, essentially, in entrance.
Makes me wonder if the season's going to keep on giving us stuff here. I mean, it is the season after all.
Yes, of course, happy Christmas Eve to those of you for whom that is your bag, and happy Saturday if it is. There are the boots for Kappa. We're going to see the old man save and quit linked out on Brave's side. Oh, and it's at Laser Bridge, which is not a great spot for it.
No, but the old man at the same time has a second exit, so they'll probably see where that one takes them here in a little bit. In fact, Scottish are checking that right now.
Yeah,
maybe this one will be more useful.
Yeah, with the lamp, no reason to put that off.
I don't even think there's any pits over here. Although I could be wrong.
I don't think so. I think there are no pits in this cave.
Oh, okay, that's not kind of big.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
And if we need to enter Misery Meyer's entrance, we do need that Quake Medallion, which we know where it is.
There's not, let's see, Brave can't do everything over here, so we see a little bit of a cross-world high-five there by Brave then. Agina has the back of Desert. Looks like Zen's gonna take this small key.
Oh, there's the move roll on the sick kid.
In Meyer. There's one of those things. So you've got the bunny walks are in logic, and it can be required by the logic to do a walk through the dark world to get to an NPC or a visible item like that, like Sick Kid there. You got Johnny Two Bombs in Hype Cave. Maybe it is the Hammer Pegs Cave, right? That you can just walk in and it's a visible item. That totally is possible here in Entrance Randomizer. Crossworld Entrance Randomizer, I should say. Zen finds Paradox Cave for the last Locationeers. They're going to be getting their bow and flute.
Alright,
that was a smooth fake flipper on Kappa's side. Like, dashed right up to the pixel. That was really impressive.
Yeah, very nicely done. We shall see what's in here. It is the Chicken Hut! Can't do anything there without the Moon Pearl. Can't do the walk on water trick.
That's true.
But we can at least see what Zora has in store for us.
Yep, Kappa just barely has Zora money. Or is that an 8 in there? I was wondering if Capo's gonna have enough money to do a splash delete to get to the ledge, but with just a map there, we're probably not gonna bother.
Yeah, probably not going to bother. Now, Zora may be worthwhile here. Let's see what he's got on him. This could be a good advantage here for Tile Roomies, at least for the short term.
They spent some time farming money. They found the arrow game. Oh boy, super not worth it.
Just slashing up zeros. Yeah, that is wise. Resetting just to save his money.
Yep, absolutely. Especially in retrants, in retrants and other retro modes, you actually have to pay attention to your money count more than you would otherwise, because arrows cost money and keys cost money. Do you want to use silver arrows on Armos? That's going to cost you a cool 300 rupees.
Silver arrows cost 50 rupees, whereas normal arrows only cost 10. That is another thing about retrants, is that in Zelda 1, in case you weren't aware, your rupees, these were also your arrow ammunition. So that has carried over and has been inflated in cost appropriately. So it's 10 for a single arrow and 50 for a silver.
Artie Walsh found Meyer somewhere. He's going to mess around in here. 5 keys and a fire source. No big key. We haven't seen any big keys yet. So only, but we'll be able to get the six chests in logic here in Misery Mire.
And Aghanim was completely off the table because, hey, it was in the Curiosity Shop in the Dark World. No chance getting in here for any sort of Dark World access shenanigans.
And Brave is going to get the 2 items in here. Has a key and has the lamp, so it's perfectly in logic.
Could even climb the full.
I was gonna say we also already found a connector over to the Eastern Dark World, so we don't even need Aga for that.
Yeah, the only thing we need is the lumberjack is something. Which, wait, what was there? I forget.
It was trash. Kappa's MSU is Snowboard Kids. To Professor who asked that in chat. So we have a brief correction. We talked about who these teams would meet in the next round. If Tile Roomies win, they will face Pugs next round. And if the last Locationeers win, they will face Triple Clown Fiesta in the next round, because in the next round, all the teams are reseeded. Then headed out to get his Moon Pearl. Like nothing interesting out of Misery Mire thus far. Here's cutscene chest, just 5 rupees, but in true key sanity fashion, you got the Mire, you got enough keys, you come into Mire and you do the fire stuff first. It's the most efficient way to do it.
Wow, vanilla bottle underneath the bridge. That's not too uncommon, but at the same time,
we had 2 vanilla bottles in this scene.
Okay, it's 2 vanilla bottles. That's kind of a rare sighting.
That's weird. All right, okay, Sahabot. Getting lazy over here. Brave is in Skullwoods. Looks like we have a nice and normal Skullwoods today. No soft lock potential. We will be able to check everything without a save and quit.
And right there, you can see the effect of the compass here in Key Sanity, in which case we just now got an item counter suddenly in Skullwoods. Doesn't do too much in otherwise outside of in Boss Shuffle. It tells you what the boss is, but
yeah,
it's helpful for newer runners at the very least. But if you have an item tracker, you don't really need it.
It's nice to be able to double check your counting in a Key Sanity seed when there are lots more than there are. Zen is going to attempt to hover. See if he gives another shot. No, just the one attempt. That's pretty common.
And Tile Roomies now knows the location of the Moon Pearl. So I would assume Rollins was going to go there immediately. Or he's going to keep on course and check some more entrances. Makes some sense.
Looks like Blue Mail was maybe the only interesting thing that we found in Misery Mire. So that's something that Artie Walsh has that nobody else has. So I'm assuming that was in Misery Mire.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll find some additional stuff here going forward. So far, not really. He's been kind of dry in terms of items, so I guess they want us to go to a specific location.
And we'll find it eventually. Brave is going to be the first one who's going to be giving us a lot of new information here, making her way through the Dark World.
Yeah, Village of Outcasts might have something here. We'll see.
Since Brave is giving us new information, we'll hear some Stardew Valley, everybody.
I'm sorry, that sounded... I think that was a banjo. Got me off guard. There's GT!
Ooh, GT at Thieves Town. Only 3 checks available to us with no cane, no hammer. God, I love that Kefka swimming sprite. It's so good.
Is that Ultros on his back?
It sure is. Everyone's favorite octopus. Brave not gonna pick up the pot key there. Just gonna leave it. It's defensible. Zen gonna be able to do a chicken hut here behind the waterfall, coming up here with the moon pearl. We'll see if that's anything.
Meanwhile, we found Graveyard Ledge. Only 3 bombs, but still nice to have. He needs it for low.
Find a Graveyard Ledge there. Canaburna in Chicken Hut. So that's something not super important since our runners have access to the cave.
Not super important, but can be nice in certain situations. We still haven't found blind yet, after all, so
yeah,
that will allow a nice fallback plan if that happens, or at least Zen Arcane. I don't think Scottish Brave's going to go out of her way to get it.
Yeah, and Brave looked like opened up a connector there and did not go through it. And we found the Brothers connector in Village of Outcasts.
Big key to desert and the mirror found in Misery Mire. Where did Walsh go to get into that Schmeier shed? That was that's Dark Float 5.
Nice finds. The
Very nice find.
Super important to finding cross keys. Makes a lot of Dark World, Light World checking way more convenient and way more efficient as well. So we'll see when Brave and Zen get over there. They're probably gonna have to find that connector over to the Monkey House to find a Thieves Town big key at the dig game. Zen's going into Dark Cross, which Brave has already been here. Hyrule Castle West leading to the fire.
Walsh just, meanwhile, is using the right entrance of Hyrule Castle to go up to the Dark or Death Mountain, and it's going to start working up there.
Nice mirror bonk there to reset the Lionel's positions. Get through them. Still looking for a glove.
The Free Sword Cave is up on the mountain. That's a nice find right there. And I think that's something Zen Arcane could have bunny walked to earlier, I want to say.
Yeah. Speaking of gloves, Brave just found one at the bomb shop.
Nice. And it's one size fits all as we scout the GT entrance requirement. It is, again, Quake. We don't know what's in there, mind you, in terms of entrances, but we now know that that medallion in race game is the only one we need. Checking this niche desert entrance, and that is the top of Paradox here for Plasma Kappa. They've already been in here, I believe. So just using it as a connector to get around the map.
Zen in Paradox Cave once again as well. Using it as a connector. Go over to Dark Sank and is going to be following his fiance through Village Outcasts. Skull and Swamp, both crystals. I think that's our first map check from Zen.
Yeah, I believe it was, and that's an important one to find, because knowing that Swamp is a crystal means that we need to keep looking at locations. We still need to find the dam amongst all our other dungeons.
Yep, and flippers, and hammer, and hookshot. Hype Cave on Artie Walsh's side. We'll see what Johnny has on ours. It's the flippers.
Good start. What else? Heart piece, 20 rupees, the hook shot.
It's the
Okay.
starter pack.
That's really good items.
Actual hype in Hype Cave today. Wild. Ooh, and that's a tricky place for it too. You need to mirror from the laser bridge entrance, which was the old man exit. So Brave and Arcane gonna need to find that mirror before it's too long.
Yeah, they now found the glove, which was in another connector. Although I didn't see where it came out at. Well, that is a glove for Zen Arcane. And I believe the team in yellow has yet to find that one. Loot online now for Scottish Rave. And Case Crow found, and that is another big key. And it is to Swamp Palace. Not necessarily required, but it'll allow a nice full clear once we get there.
This is good news for the last Locationeers. Brave is going to be checking now, continuing on the Dark World loop, but going to be finding her mirror. Oh no, that was the GC entrance. Going to come up here and get whatever it was that was up here. A free sword. Still going to need to go through Hyrule Castle there to get to the other side, I believe. Get over towards the monkey house.
Also, C-shaped house here underneath the boulder, which Rolls did not check. It's only had a heart container. And last occasions, we'll get information that the TR entrance is locked by Quake.
Super Bunny Cave with half magic on Kappa's side.
Oh, Super Bunny Cave is at the race game.
Oh, that's really interesting, because Super Bunny Cave is a one-way connector, right? So clearly Kappa found the bottom side of Super Bunny and is not going to be able to go back through it to get to wherever it is that they want to go next.
No, but at the same time, he had the mirror, so he just decided to warp there and get the Quake Medallion, which, as we previously stated, that is locking in both of the dungeon entrances at Mire and Turtle Rock. Eastern Palace, meanwhile, has been found by Zen Arcane. This is our first look here, I believe.
It is, and I know certainly Brave absolutely can't resist an Eastern Palace dive in Cross Keys. Certainly looks like Zen as well. Brave into Mire, dungeon she absolutely detests. So, we'll see, and we'll be sad and also, I guess, glad a little bit to find that only Blue Mail is in here. And that Meyer, in fact, does not have the juice today. outstanding question right now. When are the tile roomies going to find their glove? When are the last Locationeers going to find their mirror? That mirror over at the Dark Flute 5 cave. Which they will need to, at the moment, at least logically find a connector to. Until they find the flippers at Hype Cave. Wherever that entrance was.
Nothing just meanwhile happening here, and that we know that is only a 5 rupee prize. Middle of skull was being checked now, meanwhile, from Walsh. No Samari yet, which we do eventually need that, I think.
Well, we don't know yet. Probably. We probably need it, but we don't know for sure. Kappa found his glove. It was just sitting there at Bomb Shop. They weren't going to miss that.
No. Second card, I believe that was over on Zen Arcane side.
A really unfortunate time to find that, as Zen was hoping to death warp here to get back out of Eastern Palace. Oh, it's Mary! Oh,
more time loss!
The worst. Come on, game.
Oh no. Walsh, meanwhile, has found GT. It's a little bit better equipped, so we can go down the left side. Oh no, we still need the hammer for that. Never mind.
Hammer. Yeah.
Maybe now we can scout where the Eastern Palace was. Here. Eastern Palace was at Bumper, at the mountain entrance. Okay.
Yeah.
Another map check here. We now get information that ice and pod are required. Pod being one of our 5/6.
Alright, so we have 4 crystals that we know. Skull, Swamp, Ice, and Pod are all crystals. Pod being a 5/6 red crystal.
Now, I think we have a lot of items for Pod, but we don't know where Pod is yet, do we?
We sure don't, yeah.
But I think that is definitely going to be like a high-value dungeon to go into at this point. They have a lot of keys.
A lot of keys.
They could pretty much full clear everything except the boss because they don't have the hammer. But
and
oh
and the big
no,
key.
they don't have the big key either. I just almost forgot about that.
Yeah, no big key.
Still, that is a huge item pool available for them in that dungeon. Fighting the dam would also be good, even though they only have. Wait a minute. Did I see that right? Did Zed just toss a bottle into the fountain and get rewarded with an empty bottle?
That happens a lot, and I don't know I don't know what makes it happen, but Entrance Randomizer can do that sometimes.
Well, that's a bit rude. Not gonna lie. Anyway, gloves now for all 4 of our runners here.
So, big outstanding questions. Tile Roomies have a bit of an item advantage here with the mirror at Dark Flute 5 locking Hype Cave, which is at the Fairy Ascension exit, which you need to use the mirror to get to from the front of the Old Man Save and Quit.
And Quake is only necessary to open up the storyteller's house so he may leave. I guess I caved in on him a bit.
Ooh, good for Locationeers. Zen is going to find his mirror here at Dark Flute 5. Hopefully they also remember that mirror spot to check those exits outside the front of Old Man.
Meanwhile, Walsh is feeling like going shopping. Unfortunately, a 0 is blocking his way. He's going to use the mirror to, I think, reset the 0's position.
Is that what those bomber guys are called?
Yeah. And we have found Dark Palace here. I missed where it was, but we have found it.
looks like.
Yeah, those purple ones are also zeros as well, so there's like 2 variations of them. And Spiral Cave at Dark Shopping Mall. Not a thing you want to see.
No, but at least you can. Is it the? It's the front of it though.
It's
Or
the
top of it.
yeah, it's the top of it.
Yeah. So
But he wants to stay in this area and check all these entrances, so.
Yeah. Looks like desert is our other 5-6 crystal. We learned that at some point.
Oh, there's Thieves Town as well. Gonna do a mirror now and check the Light Shopping Mall.
Yeah, so you do these checks, you screw around in Thieves Town a bit, and then you go through Spiral Cave to finish the thing. Finish your area. Mitts in pod. Mitts are nice in Cross Keys, not always required. They're mostly a convenience item in Cross Keys. Makes it easier to get back to some places.
Yeah, Mini Monarchy, meanwhile, doesn't look like it was paying out too much. And it looks like Roomies is just gonna check the other. I think Kappa must have been over here and checked those entrances, so all she knows not to bother with them. And it's gonna do a pod dip, or not pod, Thieves Town dip.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's the back of Hookshot Cave over there on the top of Hyrule Castle for Zen. No Hookshot for the last Locationeers yet.
And that is a free red mail. Meanwhile,
free red mail. What's that?
That's pretty easy and in the way, and I think this is that a penguin? I believe Walsh is playing as. I think he'll appreciate it. Mushroom. Well, we do have the flute, and we know where the turn-in point, the collection point is for that item, so...
And it's pretty convenient, if I recall
yeah.
correctly.
There, you flute to 2, turn it in, you flute to 4 to bank it. Big key to this dungeon! Pod's big key is in its own dungeon.
Pod, what are you doing, Pod? Incredible.
What a crazy seed. Setting up for hammer jump. Or hammer jump as it's known. Gets it. Very nicely done. Attic being checked of Thieves Town in the meanwhile. I'm gonna get these dungeons mixed up. Only a piece of heart there at the top. The hammer's in pod 2!
Lamau. Oh my god. Go home, Pod. You're drunk. What the heck is going on?
That was actually a perfect question to ask. What is going on with this scene?
Rush
Pod is just doable.
Second bow on Helma.
So I think now at this point, the only items we need for a potential go mode here, as we find the shovel in Thieves Town, is the Cadence of Maria and the Fire Rod, and maybe the Book of Medora, but I think we can just mirror and get behind any book requirements at this point.
We might need, well, except for if something's on the tablets, we also might need a Bombos medallion if the Fire Rod is in Ice Palace.
True. True.
Oh, we found Bombos. Bombos was in Pod, apparently, according to chat. We missed that. Thieves Town is a crystal. So Fire Rod might not be required at all. Which is
Might
weird to
not
know
be,
that's not a
but
crystal.
we don't know the status of Turtle Rock or Pod yet. But it is fairly likely that or not Pod, Skullwoods, but it's very likely one of them is a pendant, but the other one may still not be.
And Fire Rod is going to be logically required no matter what, because Skull Woods is a crystal, right? And we might not need to get into the Skull Woods entrance, but to light those torches, the Fire Rod is required. But as GFT said in chat, logic schmagic.
Well, here's the bottom of Spiral Cave right now, and that is the Fire Rod! Alright, that doesn't matter. So, potentially Kata Samaria, and we're in go mode for the runners in yellow.
Probably gonna need some big keys.
Oh yeah, true.
Actually, you know
I
what?
keep forgetting about big keys and all that other stuff, even when Keys Hand is an ale, but in terms of items, they just need Kata Samaria.
Yeah, we are gonna need at least one more big key. So, Eastern Palace, Misery Mire, TR, one of those... Well, no, if those three are our pendants, we don't need any keys.
So, it entirely depends on what we have there. And here's the High Cave at long last.
Yeah, if
So...
if Tower of Hera is our last crystal, we have all the big keys we need. You find Hera, you do it immediately to find out.
Yeah, the question is, where is Hera? And where is the dam? We still haven't found the dam yet either.
Still need to find the dam. Brave doing the think, having found those flippers and hook shot. Yeah, we'll find the dam eventually. We're gonna need those mitts out of pod, most likely.
Actually, wait. We don't have all entrances available now, I realize it. There is one that is not available to us. Super Bomb.
Yeah, well,
and that's because we don't know. Well, never mind.
Yeah,
I was saying that, but the back of the desert was found.
Yeah.
I'm a bit behind here, apparently.
No, we are blazing through this.
Yeah, I just looked at the timers on our runners here. We're only 47 minutes into the scene, and we're this close to go mode.
It's wild.
Center Arcane is immediately into the pod. That's gonna be the right call for them. There's so many items in here.
I would give Tile Roomies a small advantage. Here, I think they're a little bit ahead.
Yeah, and Tile Roomies is going to be checking the Super Bomb here in just a moment.
Ganon is at the Sank Drop.
Oh, actually, that brings up a good question here. What's all our remaining drops? Do we know where those are?
I think the only one we haven't seen is... It's either Magic Bat or Useless Fairy. I remember seeing all of the item ones except for Magic Bat.
So one of them is on the pyramid then. And we're gonna hope it's the Useless Fairy drop down, but... GT could just have everything else we need too, so I will not be surprised if one of our runners goes into GT to just look around for the items in there.
Yeah, once Zen gets the hammer here in a minute.
Ah, there was Bombos right there. It was in the rupee basement of Pod. And there is a sentiment in chat here regarding if they should rush entrances. I actually do agree with that. We still don't know where Hera is. We still don't know where the dam is. Entrances are going to be the biggest roadblock for us right now. So, yeah, definitely doing that. there's always like this sort of like 3 stages of natural go mode here. These like entrance key sandy seeds. You get your keys, you get your items, and you get your information on where all your dungeons are and anything else you need to do, like the dam. I think at this point,
Brave gets the news that the hammer is in pod and immediately flutes away.
yeah, that's the wise thing.
Oh, we're gonna save and quit instead. Yeah, because pod was at Checkerboard Cave, I believe.
Yeah, and I believe Kappa does have the hookshot and flippers at this point. Has not been up the top of the Dark Death Mountain, though, so still on Master Sword. But yeah, so item-wise, we're in a very strong position for potential go mode. Keys, we're in a very strong position. Entrances, though, we are lacking a few critical locations, so we need to start looking at those.
Like we said, we still need to find the dam. We still need to find the back of the Small Woods. We still need to find Tower of Hera.
And I don't know if we found Ice Palace yet, actually.
No, we also still need to find Ice Palace, I believe, yes.
So yeah, quite a few dungeons that we still don't know where they are. And in terms of items, it's a very safe bet that we can just go into GT and find anything else we're missing.
Right. Oh, chat saying that we think we found ice. TR left entrance. All right, I missed that.
I did miss that too.
Track up here.
Yeah, 4 feeds. It's only 4 ice between us. Immediate mirroring by Brave.
Yep. After the mitts, gonna run to the back.
Alright, pod down for Zen Arcane.
Let's switch over to Zen's audio here a little bit. Here's some Secret of Evermore.
Sounds good to me.
Brave dodging all those rubies. Maybe a weird choice. It is reference after all.
Yeah. Although, with the fact that we haven't found the silver arrows yet, may not be too big of an issue.
Last Locationeers need to make their way over to Dark Shopping Mall as well and find their Thieves Town. There goes Blind for Kappa. Finds a big 300 there. Always nice to see.
Meanwhile, inside the Mall of Turtle Rock, we find Spike Cave. And inside, we get a death! But I think he has a fairy?
No!
No, that was a different bottle. Little bad luck there. Oh, we'll see it on Zen Arcane side. He has half magic. Actually, where was half magic? Rolls is the only one without it.
That was in Super Bunny Cave.
Ah. Mimic Cave now.
I forgot how like chill and atmospheric the Evermore soundtrack is. It's so good.
Map the Turtle Rock. This could be big information, actually, because if that is a crystal, then we know we need the
green pendant.
Okay, so if Myers a crystal, then we need Cane of Samaria.
And the Meyer Big Key.
Turtle Rock, though, not really that big of an importance. Alright, first look in Ice Palace here.
Sen's about to get that information for the last Locationeers, too. Alright, and Walsh is headed into TR, hammer and hookshot in hand. Hoping to find a Cane of Samaria, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not sure that I like this, to be honest.
I mean, GT could also have a supply of keys here that we still need. Or map information.
He's got 5 keys, and we don't know which... I mean, we're probably... You know, we got a chance that we're gonna need a big key additionally, but go find your stuff. Or go find your entrances. Need to find Hera.
This could also be play to think maybe there's something at that. Oh, the gold sword's here though, so not a complete waste of time.
Hey everybody, do you like Ice Palace bomb jumps?
Ah, we know the case of ours. We gotta do this old strat. Oh!
Whoop! I usually do that once too. Just
a little too fast there.
Ganon is at the Sank drop down, Mike.
We found Blindside meanwhile, and there was a red shield. And another big key to Ganon's tower.
The last thing we wanted to find. Tara Hera on Zen's side. It is a pendant.
So that
we will
means
need
it's
at least one more big key. Either to Eastern Palace or Misery Mire.
Yeah, and we know where both those dungeons are.
Yep.
So we're
possibly going to need to find that cane as well.
Yeah. So the scenario now is this: we still need to find the dam. That is irrefutable.
Yes.
We now need a big key between Eastern or Mire, and if Myers are crystal, we additionally need the Cane of Samaria.
Correct.
And there's the big key to Misery Mire. That has been found in Ice Palace.
There you go. So we will get that. Hera was at the Ice Palace entrance, so those mitts were required.
Almost on ice, being fought. Art piece.
Brave into GT as well. And we didn't see anything in GT from Tile Roomies. It didn't look like there was anything worthwhile there.
No, it didn't look like anything either. Did at least get the gold sword though, so there will be a nice combat advantage there. Here is Blind's house. Let's for oh no, for Wolf, who just left GT.
Oh, and it's gonna find the big key. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So there's something in that big chest. We're gonna hope that Walsh doesn't need it. Ether found inside Ice Pal's big chest. Not a required medallion here. And Kappa does definitely have that hook shot. I think I saw it on the menuing just now.
Oh yeah, yeah. And the flippers.
Yeah, they're in the same location.
Tracker's been a little bit laggy today. Eating some inputs.
And so does the tracker. Yeah, that tracks.
Big 300 from the Smiths, some Dwarven counterfeiters today, as Kappa about to get crystal number 4 here from Cold Stare. Last Locationeers need to pick up the pace here if they want to stay in this league, if they want to continue on in the playoffs. This is Game 5 between the Tile Roomies and the Last Locationeers here on Speed Gaming Prime. Win or go home. Winner moves on to the next round of the playoffs. Loser is out. My name is Tyler Salt here in the booth with Wolflink 370. We got Iceman and Captain hitting the buttons for us behind the scene and tracking.
That's right. And okay. Walsh dodged a huge bullet there. Big chest was only 20 rupees. But that might linger in the back of his mind, and he might go back and check if he's desperate. Which will be a time's loss.
Yeah, that was unfortunately a big out for the Last Locationeers that they do not have anymore.
Meyer, meanwhile, may be a solution. Purple chest is only just a small key. They still need to find... They still need to find that... Damn. I'm starting to think the dam is at the pyramid buried spot. I don't think we've come out of there, have we?
No. Yeah, the Last Locationeers is going to need to make their way over to Dark Shopping Mall. We have Thieves Town down there, as well as Spiral Cave, which has the fire rod.
Dark Potion Shop, I don't think has been checked either. Here we go. Might be something important here. Is this our dam? No, it's the bar.
Zen didn't Harapot. Chat is saying. Just did the first couple checks in Hera and bailed after it was appended. Alright, this is big for Last Locationeers. Brave over here at Dark Shopping Mall. We know that she's going to find Thieves Town and Spiral Cave down here. And when she follows Spiral Cave, she'll be rewarded with the Ice Rod.
Map? Hold up, wait a minute. Thieves Town. Alright, we already know that information.
Yep.
Boulder, meanwhile, trying to get a cheap shot in. No light world information for Walsh. Boulder falls into the Book of Medora.
Ooh.
That could be big. And Hera is the pendant, as we've seen. It's the red pendant, so blue pendant between Eastern Palace and Meyer. The other crystal being the other dungeon.
That book is book's pretty spicy, and could be putting the Last Locationeers in some big trouble if that's required.
They might very well live up to their name, in fact. I think Tile Roomies is going to start checking those book locations, though, and if there's something critical there, they're going to get it. Because it could be one of our 2 missing big keys. Oh, no, it could be our Eastern big key, rather.
Yeah. Kappa is going to go back in and check the in-logic Hera basement here. Zen with crystal number 2.
Desert Palace and Palace of Darkness. There's the super bomb check. So they know where the bomb shop is.
We found the shop, yeah.
So that'll probably be Plasma Kappa's next stop. And Eastern Palace, which Walsh is not dipped. So he will be getting some information here. Unfortunately, he's going to be leaving empty-handed. I don't think there was anything of importance here, at least, from when...
In the Eastern?
I believe Zen
no.
did this.
Yeah, Zen did it, and I don't think there's anything interesting here. All right, Zen going to be finishing off Desert Palace here.
That's what the map for Hera was. Forgot about that.
Hera basement for the tile roomies. Plastic Kappa shows us just 3 bombs.
Yeah, not that important, but with the information now where the super bomb is, Plastic Kappa is I wouldn't be surprised if Plastic Kappa just beelines for it.
Yeah. Still looking for that dam entrance. We're still looking for the back of Skull Woods as well.
Going through Hyrule Castle here. I believe this exit will take him.
Speaking of the back of Skull Woods, that's an entrance we haven't checked yet either.
That is true. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's checking the book. Okay. Yeah. Smart. Only a smoky in the Thieves Town Big Chest, so nothing of importance there.
Alright, here is an important check. Ether Tablet has just $20.
Zen Arcane now with those 5-6 crystals, he can now go check the Super Bomb. And I don't think we found our way out to Bumpered Ledge yet, so I think there might be a connector we still haven't found yet. And Kappa getting his sword, his level 3 sword now.
Artie Walsh has a slightly easier time getting out of Eastern Palace. Zen Arcane had to death warp twice with a fairy. Walsh has the mirror. Hookshot Cave, $5. 3 bombs. $5.
Yeah, I think it was, what was it? Zen Arcane not only got fully healed by the Saint card, which ruined his previous setup for the Death Warp, but then he forgot he had a fairy anyway, so he just got revived to near full health again.
Yep.
So, bit of a time loss there.
I think I agree with GFE in chat. I think that there's a pretty good chance that the answer here is going to be behind the GP climb. There are 4 items up there. We have the hook shot, we have the big P, and we believe that the magic bat is behind the pyramid. Fire Rod is right here for Brave in Spiral Cave.
Well, here's the thing. If it is magic bat, first off, we don't have the powder or the Cane of Samari to do the mushroom glitch. And
right, here's the big entrance for the back of Skull Woods for tile roomies.
It's a gambling game. And also, in addition to that, we have so many items in Swamp House we haven't even been able to enter yet because we haven't found the dam yet. Our items could just as easily be there, and in fact, there's more likely to be there.
That's true.
And we just need to find where that dam is, and it's a very strong chance it's just behind Pyramid Fairy, which I believe Tile Roomie's Plasma Kappa is heading to do right now.
And Zen by me, Zen's about to find it here. I don't think the last Locationeers had found it yet, but Zen is about to. So if that's the answer, then that's a nice find for them as well, provided that he goes ahead and checks it at this point. But I think you're right. I think Plasma Kappa is going to be doing that right away. And Zen is doing the big bomb check here right now.
Yeah, so moment of truth here coming up. Uh-oh.
Oh no, Kappa, please.
Yeah, I'm doing a minor mistake there. Can't jump down ledges with the super bomb, you leave it behind. Walsh is on the scent too. He's going straight for the back of desert here. I think all our runners combined have realize that this is the play.
Mushroom was nothing, just $50.
All right, Zen has found inside the super bomb the dam.
It's the dam. Yep. So Zen will be our first runner into Swamp Palace, presumably headed there immediately. You can mirror. It's right here at Hyrule Castle. Kind of a weird French vanilla situation where the dam and the Swamp Palace are right next to each other in the other world.
Yeah, so overall a good location for where these two locations ended up being. It would have sucked when we didn't have the mirror, though.
Yes.
But that is definitely a last location, I think. In all senses of the word.
Alright, so
but there's our first look at a swamp.
Looking for an Eastern Palace big key, or a Cane of Samaria, or both. Still looking for back of Skull Woods as well. Zen with 2 keys coming in here. It's
back of Skull Woods.
Probably
I think
safe to skip some keys in here.
Ada Samaria!
Ada Samaria is a damn item. Alright, well, that could be big.
That is actually gonna. That's actually gonna save Kappa some time here because he can just do diver downs. Done really easily.
At this point, do you just do Misery Mire after Swamp, just in case?
I mean, you have the big key, so it wouldn't hurt.
Might as well.
And if the big key to Eastern's in here, we're just in a unilateral go-boat here. It doesn't really matter.
Kane was at the Sunken Treasure item. Presumably, Zen will get it right here after Swamp Palace, but that's, you know, Kane of Samaria diver down's a little bit easier. We still haven't found the Skull Woods boss, so we're still looking for entrances here.
Yeah. I think the Skull Woods was actually just up there in the right above Walsh's head right now. It's in that cave right there in the light world. I think that's one of the few entrances we haven't checked yet, besides the GT entrance, which that's sealed off. We can't enter there.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, though, I think we have one other set of entrances we haven't checked yet.
All the TR entrances.
No. I don't think we've been on the balcony of Hyrule Castle yet.
Yes, we have. Yeah, we
have. I wasn't sure if we broke the barrier down where Agate Tower was at.
Yeah, best way to find the front of TR, if we haven't yet, is to kill Trinex, but we don't have the big key. Which is probably over here on the left side Swamp.
It'd be crazy if that was required logic. There is the powder!
Uh-oh. Okay, game.
That's a big uh-oh.
Tile Roomies skipping out on left side right away. For now, at least.
Yeah, they're spelling blood in the water. They know they want to get through this dungeon.
That is now a big out for the last Locationeers. If Eastern is a crystal...
Oh, well, wait! There's the big key to Eastern Palace! The powder doesn't matter!
Powder doesn't matter.
That is a go mode, irregardless of where the 7th crystal is for the Tile Roomies now.
Now you rush Eastern, right? Because Eastern's going to be faster to finish than Mire. But we still need to find Skull Woods.
Ah, that's true.
It's gotta be that bumper cave entrance.
Yeah, this one it has to be. Down here, Zen Arcane now knows that this is the big key, but they don't know which big key is the correct one. They'll have to guess unless they go to the dam. Wait, this signature hasn't been checked yet? The twins' house has been found over on Walsh's side.
Oh yeah, Brave found it earlier. Didn't go through it. Oh no, it led up. It led up here.
House.
So we do know about that.
Okay. Do we do the mirror check there in these checks though? I don't recall.
Yeah. Either Zen or Brave did them.
Okay, so this will be something that Walsh is going to be checking.
We see that Walsh and Kappa have a decent difference in their crystal count. Walsh is going to need to catch up, though. In these co-op races, how the finishing works, right, is that it is the average finish time of the two members of your team. So if you and your teammate finish first and second, great, you won. But otherwise, you need to figure out which team had the lowest average finish time between the two.
That's your question, Chad. Skullwood's big key and the Swamp Palace big key are the two big keys in this game that do not have a big key door in their dungeon. So we do not need that. That said, there could always be that chance that there was an item in that big key chest. So they only lock one location, essentially.
Where's Zen going?
Where is Zen going? Oh, he hasn't checked, this... Oh, wait!
Oh, this is a big entrance. We haven't seen this one yet. Oh, and it's a connector. This could be our answer right here.
This is actually Bumper Cave itself. If it leads out to its vanilla entrance, that's gonna be hilarious.
Exit to Bumper Cave.
Alright, where's it coming out?
Oh, did we see this? Chad says we saw this. Kappa found it earlier. Alright,
okay, Floating Island.
Never mind. Comics is hard.
Oh, damn it. Got us worked up for nothing. Again, 4 feeds. Hard to keep track of everything.
Zen, you need to go get that cane.
Well, we don't know if Myers required until right now. He may be able to dodge that bullet, but at the same time...
He's gonna finish Eastern first.
Alright, so here's the moment of truth. Is it Ice Palace, or is it Eastern, or is it Meyer?
Put your predictions in chat real quick.
Here it comes. 80 rupees to kill this boss.
You want this to be a pendant if you're rooting for the last Locationeers. Vinny gives us 20 rupees, and...
It's the last crystal! They need to get that Samaria.
And the Meyer Big Key. No, Brave has the Meyer Big Key, it seems. But this is pretty much...
They both seem to have it, yeah.
For the tile roomies at this point.
Yeah, they just need to find Skullwoods at this point, and they are done.
Wait a minute. Why is Kappa going into Eastern?
Maybe they don't have all the information?
I don't know. He should know.
Oh, maybe they...
Do they not have the TR information?
Maybe.
They don't have the Skull Woods map, Beer is saying in chat.
Ah, okay, so yeah, they don't know if it's Skull Woods or not. Okay, that makes some sense. So they're going off the assumption they're in Goma right now, but they're about to get roadblocked pretty hard here. Yeah. This gives a minor window of time advantage back to Zenikin and Scottish Brave, but they need... Oh, but they have the Key of Samaria, so they know.
Oh, they're about to get it at least, yeah. Oh,
No.
Brave
No,
got
Brave
it.
has it. And Brave is gonna go backdooring through Turtle Rock here, not even
this
going
is
to the
play. Going here and going through the front of TR looks like it's going to be the answer to get us to the back of Skull Woods.
One map made all the difference for this race,
Wow.
all of a sudden. Kappa's gonna have to hustle. But here's the thing as well. Even though Last Locationeers is making the correct play here by going to Turtle Rock.
Last Locationeers, just to be clear. There's another team called the Last Locationeers. These are the Last Locationeers.
Okay. Well, despite... Well, regardless, a big thing to note here is that despite the fact that they're doing this, they still have a few dungeons left to clear, whereas Tile Roomies, without the information that they have, knows that they have to go to Skull Woods. And Kappa just has to go clear Skull Woods and they're done. And they're working on their last dungeons now. So they have still a little bit of ground to cover. And yeah, Kappa's just going straight to TR. He's just gonna clear all the dungeons. Or at least backdoor this one. And yeah, sure enough, we found the back of Skull Woods here on Scottish Brave's Head. So yeah, now we are in go mode. Walsh still needs to clear Meyer. Or Kappa on his way to Skull Woods. Zenarkane still needs to clear Thieves Town and Meyer. And Scottish Brave, after this, still needs to clear Meyer and Ice Palace. So, overall, in terms of dungeons, Tyrus is still in the lead here. So we'll see how this turns out here in the last few minutes of this race. Alright, Zenarkane heading down to go get the maiden. Walsh meanwhile heading over to Meyer, or to go fight Vitreous. Tower is now knowing that Skull Woods is their final crystal, is heading over to the Moth. Kappa's going to be the first one to go finish this game. It is, once again, folks, as a reminder, Fast Ganon, so they just need to go fight Ganon, who is in the grave this time around in this Crosswell entrance shuffle. So he's just going to... Well, Kappa's just going to be able to go straight to the boss fight. But with 2 dungeons still left to be cleared from Brave, and another dungeon and 2 dungeons to be cleared from Zenarkane, Walsh just has to clear 1 and travel through another. So this could be a first-second finish for Tile Roomies, which averages won't matter at that point. They, by default, have an advantage and will automatically win as a result. Alright, so there we go. Victory is down for Walsh. Zenarkane is killed blind. Still needs to go fight Vitreous himself, though. Brave also needs to go still fight Vitreous, but is on his way to she's on her way to Colzair. Tile Roomies, though, Kappa is fighting Ganon. No silver arrows to speak of. We have not found them, so it's time for a good old Silverless fight here with Tempered Sword.
So we found Skull Woods then?
Yes. Okay. It was, in fact, behind an Turtle Rock's front entrance.
Yep.
And as it stands right now, Tile Roomies is in a very dominant position here. They have the advantage. Recycling phase 2 here. Not too uncommon here with a tempered sword. Playing it super careful here. Only have 5 hearts left. But through to phase 3, the worst of the fight is done. And now it's on to the silverless fight, which should be a pretty nice and clean song and dance here from Walsh. Colster being fought now for Scottish Brave. Still needs to once again go to Vitreous here. Zen Arcane on his way. Still needs to go clear Skull Woods, though. And Walsh, with all those bosses done, is on his way to Skull Woods even.
So what was the difference in this seed? I dare say it was Tile Roomies being first to the mirror flippers hookshot chain.
Yeah, I say that gave him an edge. Having access to the early flute as well meant that they also had access to the fast travel.
Yeah.
Which bypassed a lot of the entrance rerouting. But yeah, Silverless is not an easy strat there, folks. But there we go. Kava gets it down. Getting those small windows of opportunity to deal damage. And that will be Kappa finishing first here. And that locks in a time of 1:25:41.
Not quite winner yet. I thought those controls were going to be individual, but we'll wait to mark that until Artie Walsh finishes.
Yeah, this is a co-op race. The first runner to cross for each team is not the winner of the race. It is the average between their 2 times. However, if both members of the team finish before both members of another team finishes, then by default they have the better average. So, the last occasion's only hope here is if Walsh somehow comes in 4th and has a big enough time gap to where they have the better average. That is clearly not happening here, as he's going to be the second one to get the Ganon fight. And with Gold Sword, that's going to matter a lot.
We're joined by Kappa here in the booth, but we're going to wait for Artie Walsh to finish. Going to be finishing up his Ganon fight here.
And with 6 slashes a phase is to get through phase 1 here. And only 12 spin attacks in phase 4. This is going to be a pretty clean fight. Yeah, already have enough damage clocked here to advance through to phase 3. And if he is in the fire bets, but with that red mail, not really that much of a threat. Scottish Brave, meanwhile, into the Vitreous fight. That is their last dungeon. And Zen Arcane is heading over to Skullwoods now through the north entrance of Turtle Rock. It's always strange to think of Turtle Rock as a connector.
Yeah. They're not
At a monolith. Wait a minute. Does that mean we have pedestal silvers?
Or Bombos tablet.
Wow, that is unfortunate.
Oh, Ped was green goo.
Pedestal text is different. Yeah, okay. I couldn't tell. I don't usually play ninjas that much, to be fair. But yeah, very clean silverless fight here. For those who are unaware how this works, there is a little opportunity window. Oh, you maybe so again raise his hands up when he teleports away. That's the window to hit silverless. And because the spin attacks have such a large active hitbox, you can easily hit that window and deal damage to him. And it is 12 hits with tempered or silver or gold, tempered or gold sword to finish the fight. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Walsh will be the second one to finish here. And get your GGs in chat for the Tile Roomies, who will be advancing in our playoff bracket. With a finish time here of 1:28:46. So, by default of their average, there's only a 3-minute difference. So that's not going to be kept up here. Overall, great time from all 4 of our runners here.
Oh, Silver Arrow's at a monolith, so Silvers were on ped.
Well, that's what I was saying, but then if someone was correcting me that they might have been that is a different message.
Or was that, or does that mean Bombo Stanley?
I think it does. Oh.
I think that means Bombo Stanley.
Yeah, I think it does mean Bombo Stanley. We were talking about this earlier. No torch glitch here for Scottish Raid. This is going to be a more difficult Silverless fight. The torch glitch is if that torch on the left gets lit a little bit too fast, the right torch will never have a chance to go out. And we are now joined by both members of Tile Roomies. GG's to you here as we see a simultaneous Ganon fight for our team on the right.
GG's.
Thank you.
Overall, great race between you guys. Skullwood's tripped up there a little bit. I assume you guys didn't have the map information for Skullwoods?
Nope.
No.
I don't remember where that map was.
I don't remember either.
Did find it.
Probably one of the ones I skipped over because, you know, save 5 seconds, yeah. But casually lose 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
Get your GG's in chat for Scottish Brave. Finishing up.
Yep, and coming up right behind him is Zen Arcane, who will be finishing here shortly, as he is into Phase 4.
Brave finishes with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 56 seconds.
So this thing was pretty back and forth, all things considering.
Yeah, there's some big moments. I think that the big find for you guys was, I think you were first to that mirror hook shot flipper chain there. So I think that was a big difference. I do have one question though, Kappa, and that is, what made you go check the dam item before going into Swamp, considering Swamp was right there a mirror away?
I had a bit. There's a ton of things left, and you know, something you can easily forget. So you know, hey, I've just done the dam. Maybe I should just do this before I forget about it.
Yeah, and it ended up being important. And once again, though, folks, get your GG in the chat for last Locationeers. Zen Arcane wrapping this up with a time of 1:32:01. Unfortunately, this is a best of 5. Tile Roomies has won, and winner moves on, and unfortunately, this will be where the last Locationeers will be stopping here in the tournament. We are now joined by Scottish Ravens and Arcane. GG's to you, and this was, by all accounts, a pretty good race. A lot of good back and forth.
You know, GG's, y'all.
Yeah,
GG's.
Brave, if you're talking, we can't hear you, by the way, for whatever reason. I'm not sure if you're on push to talk in Discord.
She shouldn't be.
No.
Oh, well, there you are. Hi. Well, GG's.
I swear, this thing, by the way. So, I'll repeat what I said. GG's, congrats to the Tile Roomies. I said it much louder and with much more vigor, but Discord has been doing me in today.
Discord's been doing everybody in today. Wolfling was
Oh, it really has.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny it.
Well, it was a pretty close race there. You guys were in the end looking for your final crystal knowledge, whether it was going to be Meyer or EP. Kappa and Zen. You two were about at the same spot, and then decided to go. Zen, you went to Eastern first, and Kappa went to Meyer first. Unfortunately, Kappa then ended up going through EP anyway, not having that map information about Skullwoods. But it was a close race on either side. I think you guys have a lot to be proud of. Since we talked to the Tile Roomies a little bit first, last Locationeers, your thoughts on the seed in general.
I mean, if we're going to go out, we're going to go out last location in Skullwoods entrance.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice moon pearl.
Great
Yeah.
moon pearl.
Great moon pearl, awesome moon pearl. Felt really good getting that, and then getting the boots quite early and stuff. But it kind of, I don't know, kind of in the middle, it was a bit like, you know, dip in Mire, dip in Eastern. It's like, what are we missing here? We're missing something that blows the seed open. And then yeah, Zen found the mirror, and that was it. Pod was like, I have everything that you've ever wanted in your life. Come
What
to
a
me.
what a
Yeah.
wild Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, that was probably one of the best piles of artists I've seen in a while.
We were
Actually has
for the
everything.
we were hoping for silvers on Helma just to complete the whole. Oh, you need to beat this dungeon. Here are all the things that you need.
Oh my god, that would be
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, it was just, yeah, go in there, and then yeah, then we kind of went down for, because we needed the dam and thieves in Skullwoods. Found thieves, and it was like, okay, dam and Skullwoods. So I forgot the fire rod, and then straight up and checked Skullwoods entrance. It's like, oh, okay, so we definitely need Samaria now, and that was a bit worrying.
Yeah.
And it turns out Samaria was in fact at the dam as well, underneath the water.
Yeah, as soon as I finished swap, I was like, I'm checking that now, by the way. And then we got it, and it was a case of, okay, hopefully we found it faster, but apparently we did not.
No, just
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
a little
so-
bit behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, I believe the situation here was Zen Arcane went straight into Swamp after turning on the dam. Kappa was literally seconds behind and opted to go check the underwater spot first and found the Cane of Samaria right there.
Yeah, it's like, maybe I'll forget to do this.
Oh yeah. So did you were able to go mode swamp at that point, or did you still check?
I skipped LSS. I still checked everything looking for EP Big, and turns out it's in
Okay.
there. So I skipped
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah,
Nice.
we actually. So we were trying to like figure out like what our last questions were, and like I was pretty sure it was going to be Mire and Eastern because we had no idea where Skull Woods was, and we like, you know, we said we hadn't found like a lot of the maps, so we were just kind of guessing, and like eventually like we're kind of going through our dungeons, and it's like, wait, no, it could still be Skull Woods because I've seen GT already, so like we may need to find that, but like I think it still makes more sense to like kind of clear Eastern first because getting to Skull Woods kind of sucks. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it
Like-
does, doesn't it?
yeah, in this seat at least, like.
Yeah, fortunately I already had the last connector squared away. Once you look at the map, TR main, haven't found that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of knew that we needed to go TR main at some point, but it was just hopefully we didn't need the Samaria for it. And then yeah, it turned out we did, and it's like, okay, so as soon as I got it, I was like, yeah, we'll go straight there and hope that we've not maybe accidentally seen it and just marked it off. But apart from that, I think it was all right.
Yeah.
Wasn't the nicest seed I've ever had, but I think I've had worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we were saying that we may have had the mirror before you guys. That may have been like a little bit of a difference. Like, yeah. Yeah, because Kappa was doing some Dark World exploration, and I was about to like join him, and we were going to try to figure out like how to split it. But then I remembered, okay, we haven't checked the 2 castle entrances yet, so I'm going to see where those go, and you know, just to give me something different to do. And then Castle left spat me out at Pod, so it's like, okay, well, I know Kappa hasn't done like Dark 5 yet, so I'm just going to go down there. Oh God, it's 2 things that we need. So
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
yeah,
put full on this. I'll go over there and grab that. Then we'll restart.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you may have like noticed, like, you know, like on the restream, like I'm like going to Paradox Cave, like next to the chapel, and then like it's like, oh wait, no, I'm gonna do something different here. So yeah,
Yeah, no, you the hard stop. Let's
Yeah.
let's do something else. Yeah.
yeah,
The wonders of co-op.
yeah,
Well, last Locationeers, this is the end of your league season, but your first season in Invitational League after being promoted from Open last season, I have to say, nothing but a rousing success for the 2 of you and Structural Mike making your playoffs in your very first league season. Recap your league season for us. How you happy with how your performance and everything?
Relegated, so yeah. that was it. We came into this, and you know, and then the divisions were announced and we looked who was in it, and I can't really repeat what we both said when we saw that, but it was like, oh, okay, well, cool. That, like, let's just not get relegated. That's it. That was literally the aim for this. It was just like, let's try to not get relegated. Making playoffs was a huge bonus for us. Didn't expect it. Very glad to have done it. And then it was kind of just like, yeah, like, okay, we'll see how far we can go. But I've been saying it, like, especially when it's like we knew we were going to be up against Walsh and Kappa. It's like, this is going to be a tough match. Like, every match has been a tough match. This is going to be especially tough because you two are like gods of entrance, so it was going to be tough anyway. So no, some excellent races along the way. Everybody we've raced has been like incredible and amazing. So for our first invitational, we'll definitely take this one, and then next year hopefully we'll try and make it a little bit further.
And your prize for losing this round is that you get to have a stress-free Christmas and New Year, so you don't have to worry about playing any competitive rando between now and then.
As of the 30th, I will be officially stress-free. We'll do that way. Lots of running around between now and then, yeah, settling for Hogmanay, watch the bells come in, bed at midnight.
Meanwhile, Tower Roomies here. You guys will get to move on here, and it's not going to get any easier for you because, as if I understand this correctly, you are going up against the top team that was in your division, the perfect unadulterated gaming squad, Team Pugs. They were one of the best teams across the entire Season 5, so this is going to be an uphill battle for you to advance any further in the playoffs. How are you feeling about that match?
Oh, did get one win against them, so there's a start. Even though I'm not playing Dante again.
Yeah, definitely gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Like, you know, this is our 4th year in the playoffs and our first year getting past the first round. So everything that happens after this is kind of gravy for us. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to the Nears though. Like, you guys, like, I'm sincerely flattered to hear you say kind things about us because, like, I was worried as hell about you guys. Like, you guys are so good. Like, you swept us back in week 3. Like, man, like, this was a really fun series. Like, I'm glad we got to race y'all. I'm glad we got this race in. But yeah, like, this was, oh man, this could have gone either way. Like, I'm glad we're on top, but yeah, I'm sad to see you guys go a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give us the win if you want. We'll take it. I'm not gonna lie.
No, we're good. We're good here.
Well, I mean, well, they did win. They wouldn't have fought Pugs. They would have fought Triple Clown Fiesta, apparently, so.
Yeah.
The choice of being the 7th seed.
No easy matchups from this point out for anybody. Make sure you give all these runners a follow on Twitch. We put their handles in the chat. You can follow the whole commentary crew as well. The restream crew. Thanks to Iceman and Captain for tracking for us. GG's once again to the Tile Roomies for moving on to last Locationeers, the end of your league season, but you did a fantastic job to the two of you and to Structural Mike, your teammate, who is in chat. Thank you all for joining us and for letting us put on this show today.
Yeah, so make sure to follow SpeedGaming 2 through 6 so you don't miss any racing action, not just the link to Best Randomizer League here, folks. And of course, we were doing this on Christmas Eve, so if you celebrate that, Merry Christmas. If you don't, have a happy holidays as well. And from all of us here at the Link to Best Randomizer League, I have been Wolfling0370. We shall see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good day, everyone.